notorious place. You know? I'm sorry, a little corny today. Had a glass of wine, so I'm feeling a little bit good. You know? Really, I'm okay. You know, a little bit weedy. Sorry, get a little carried away here. You know, you're looking at a girl who's not afraid to try anything in front of the camera. You know, do a little dance. You know? Maybe a little kiss. Purse. You know, I'm not afraid of the camera. I love it. You know, if you don't like it, go away. I don't care. I love what I do. You know? That's fine. Today we're going to talk about being yourself, being different. You know, I think I talked about this before, but it's going to be a bit different this time. You know? Why is different wrong, it seems, in today's world? Why is it that if you don't follow a certain set of standards, it's wrong, or you don't fit in, or it's not correct? You know? Why is it if you break a rule book, it's not right? I don't know. I'm going to try to explain some of this stuff. Maybe you could come up with some answers. I don't know. Who knows? You know? One thing I want to talk about, I'll start out with age. You know, I'm going to tell you my true age exactly. But I stated this before that I definitely look a lot younger than my true age. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. People are amazed if I tell them what my birth certificate says. You know? You can look it up if you want. But, you know, age is just relative. Age is just a thing, you know. It's a measurement of time. That's all it is. But it doesn't tell anything about a person. Nothing, really. It depends on the person itself. I mean, if the way people are, it can vary immensely, age with the person. I'll always be 25 or 30, okay? I act it, I live it, I look it. Everybody I've talked to tells me I look at least 30 or younger. And it's not the camera, because this is in person. Actually, in person, I've been told I look even younger. So if I say I'm 30, and I go for a job interview as a model, or an actress, and they find out, oh, well, I looked at your resume here, it says you're 50. Oh, we can't have you, you're too old. Why? Look at me. How old do I look? How do I sound? How do I act? I mean, if I act, live, sound, feel, 25 or 30, what's the difference? What's the difference for the part or whatever? This is acting anyway, isn't it? That's what it's all about when you're an actress. I know, it's a crazy world out there, you know? I don't know, I really don't know. The same when it comes to education, or whatever. There are different ways of getting an education. Why is it so important to have a piece of paper there that says you went to this college, or you went to this acting school, or whatever? Why is it so important? I could give you a demonstration of my acting ability right now, or my modeling ability right now. Why wouldn't that be good enough? It wouldn't be? Why not? Because I didn't get it through college or school. I got it from myself. I learned it on my own. That don't count? I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I don't buy it. So many people get passed up these days because of rules and regulations. And it's not fair. Everybody deserves a chance in life. Where should you be forced to go get an education in something you know already? It's something that you know better than they could teach you at school. Well, I'm not talking about jobs like in a medical field or something, where if you're going to do open heart surgery on somebody. Right, okay, you need schooling on something like that. But when it comes to like performing arts or certain other fields, it can be very natural to do it on yourself. You look at any carpenter or whatever, builds houses and everything. A lot of them didn't go to school. They know nothing wrong. And they're great at it. Real good at it. They didn't have to go to school for that. Modeling and acting is the same thing, in my opinion. There might be some things you have to learn, but you can pick it up. If it's something you have to learn, then fine. I learned it very easily. I don't have to go to school for it, though. At least I don't believe so. An interview. My opinion how an interview should go? You get up there. Alright, what's the job? Alright, I'll do it. Give it to me. I'll give you a demonstration of the job. If it's for modeling, I'll walk the runway. I'll do a few poses. I'll do whatever you want. Whatever a model shows you. That should be good enough. Why is a piece of paper that much more important? Don't make no sense to me. No, don't make no sense at all. Acting, same way. My God, I've been acting all my life. And some of the things I've done, I should have got an Academy Award for. Now, I never went to school for that. Not at all. This world is screwed up. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, it needs rules. But you can bend the rules. And people are not afraid to bend the rules. Especially with age. When you talk about age, again, I'll go back to age. You know. Or anything. It doesn't even have to be age. But I'll use age as an example. If you look 25 or 30, and feel it and everything, you tell everybody you're at, and even though you're 50 or higher, people will treat you just like that. They will treat you exactly like that. The way you should be treated. But then if they somehow find out and say, oh, I see your birth certificate says you're 55. Oh my God, we can't hire you. You're too old. What changed? You tell me what changed. Don't go tell me medical. Don't tell me, oh, you're older, so you're falling apart inside. That's bull. I know a lot of people, including myself, who are much healthier and much more better inside and outside with our health and the way we look compared to somebody that looks a heck of a lot younger. There's a reason why I act 25 or 30. There's a reason why I look 25 or 30. There's a reason why I put all these things. That's because I believe that's what I am. And the power of believing outweighs a lot of things. Medical science hasn't been able to figure us out yet. They never will. Because what they're trying to explain can't really be explained by science. It's more of a spiritual thing. And spiritual things are very, very, very strong. Stronger than medical. I hate to say it. In a lot of ways. It's like all these herbals and everything. For healing. And stuff like that. Doctors hate it. They say, oh God, you got one of these herbs and whatever, you know, and you go and see this witch doctor or whatever, you know. No, you don't do that. You can't do that, you know. Because the medical journal doesn't say it. It doesn't make it right, though. It's just that science has to have it their way. And if it's not their way, if it's not documented or proven or anything like that, it's bullshit. It's baloney. Excuse my language. Sorry, that's not the way it works. Not in my life. Never will. I'm just coming up with the stuff as I'm talking here, okay? If I pause a little bit, I'm just trying to think of another thing to say here. I know I got plenty to talk about. You're looking at a girl who does not conform to rules. Lots. And a girl who gets very offended when people get picked on or treated as an outcast because they're different. It's a very, very cruel world sometimes. I'm not going to get too negative here because I've done that before in the videos. I don't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make a point here. What I'm trying to say here is if this world of ours is to evolve better, into a much better place to be. We're not talking about medical achievements or technical achievements, anything like that. That's always going to happen. That's going to happen as long as we don't kill ourselves off. And I hope we never do that. But I tell you, if we don't get our act together, it's going to happen someday. I hope not. I pray to God it never happens. Those things have always advanced. Science has always advanced. It's going up. It keeps going up, 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 up. It has. It just keeps doing that. That's easy. Science is easy. But people, in their brains, in what they think, that's a harder part. That's a much harder part. People just have been the same forever and ever and ever. Until that changes, nothing else is really going to change in human nature. I hate to say this, you know. I guarantee you, I'm not even 99% sure. I'm 100% sure on this. Okay, and people might think, oh yeah, I'm trying to gloat on myself here or brag on myself. I'm not. I don't do that. I'm just saying that my attitude on life and what I do in life, if most people would follow what I do in life, and I'm not saying, you know, be clones or not be yourself. That's fine, in a way. I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example how this world would be if there were a lot more people like me on this planet. That's all I'm trying to say here. If you want to be different, fine. That's okay. I'm just saying, you look at it. You try to picture it. How would this world be if everybody didn't judge anybody? if everybody gave people a second chance. Everybody loved everybody. Nobody really got mad at anybody. You know? But people would get mad, but they forgive. Or people wouldn't be so stuck up on just themselves. They care about others. And the big thing with me, people would act instead of hide. So there's only like 10% of the population that really acts. The rest hide. When I say hide, excuse me, when I say hide, these are people who mean well in life, but they're afraid to act. They hope that somebody else is going to take care of the problem for them. For various reasons, they're afraid. I don't know. It's just the way it is. I'm different. I'm not afraid to act on anything. If I feel it's the right thing to do, I'm doing it. I mean, the worst thing that happened to me, the worst thing that happened to me is somebody kills me. I mean, I hope it never happens. But that's the worst thing. God forbid it happens. If it ever does happen, though, at least I go being who I am. Be very proud of who I am, too. I'm just saying that this world could be, oh God, yes, I'm getting deep again here. I'm sorry. It's just the way I am. You know? I just get hurt because of the way the world is. I always get hurt by it. And I'm not going to change. Because what I believe I'm doing is right. And when you think it's right, you don't change. I mean, people who change and do things that really don't belong to them or whatever, they do it for fear. They do it for acceptance. They do it for the ease of pain, easy way out. It's so easy to do it that way. But then you don't get what you want in life. And you're just hiding. Then you do what 90% of the population does. You live your dreams through a movie, or a book, or a play. And that's the only way it's going to be reality to you. By watching it. By seeing it. I'll give them that if they want it. I meant that the other day when I said that people who are famous and everything, or celebrities, would not be that way if everybody believed in themselves. Let me explain that a little bit more. Like I say, the better the actress, the better the fantasy. That's what it's all about. You know? People go to movies to watch a fantasy. I mean, what they see on the screen and everything, that's happened. But in their lives, it doesn't. Or most likely it doesn't. So to them, it's fantasy because it's not happening to them. They want it, but they don't get it. And if somebody out there who's acting doesn't do so good with the fantasy, people are going to go elsewhere to look for it. It's the way the world is. You know? I bet you the movie industry is not going to like me too much the way I'm talking here, but it's fact, it's reality. I know that the way human nature is, that ain't going to change soon, very quickly anyway, so You people in Hollywood and everything, I'm going to be one of you pretty soon anyway, but don't worry about it. There'll always be plenty of people to be your fans. Because there's a lot of people that love fantasy. Many, many, many. You'll have plenty. Okay? I'm just saying that when it comes to labels, when it comes to rules, when it comes to standards, they're not set in stone. They're guides. But there are a lot of other ways around it, and there's a lot of other good that comes out by not doing those. It doesn't make you a bad person if you don't follow these rules. In fact, it's made a lot of people a lot better in life, not following the rules. By not following the rules, you get new rules. It works that way. If people didn't change or do things differently, it would be a very boring world, and we'd still be living in caves. I don't want to live in a cave. It's too damp in there, you know. No. I'm glad somebody invented fire and all that kind of stuff. No. I'm glad that people finally figured out that the world is really round instead of flat. No. I'm glad that people believe that we could fly when people never thought we could ever do that. Things happen when you make them happen. And it's only fantasy and only imagination and only impossible for that moment until you do something about it. Once you do something about it, all that stuff gets changed. Impossibility becomes possible. Fantasy becomes reality. That's the way it works. He said, that's how it works in my heart. It really does. You know? Well, I rambled on enough. I hope I didn't bore you too much. I was going to do a comedy sketch tonight, but it never worked out. I'm sorry. I'll do it later. You know, I got a few of them out there already. Please check me out on my YouTube, okay? It's there. Not going anywhere. I just like comments. Even subscribe to me. I would love to have you as a friend online on my YouTube. We can exchange ideas. Make it a better world. I like that. Don't you want to make it a better world? You can do it. You just gotta act. Don't rely on me to do it. I do what I can. But I need your help. I need everybody's help in order for it to work. And that means everybody's got to do their part. Everybody's got to try. Not just a selected few. That's been the problem with the world. Only a few act. Or the rest sit back. Victoria loves you. And keep smiling.